From their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. On first down, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Swings this out here for Cohen. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Browns, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Nice upfield move there by Gerald McCoy, getting in there to make the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. They're going to go. It's Fields. And Graham on the grab. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Steps away to his, and a loose football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Fields on 3rd down. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Fields. It's complete to Golden Tate. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Fields. Robinson, a first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Fields. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And it's caught. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And out across midfield down to the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the 36, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first.
On first down, Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Cohen gets it again on 2nd.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield
swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, Ray said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Baker. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
some of this.
And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Chicago, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.